Hey guys, welcome to the GTL game between DeFi and CAPY. And then I have Tubbins and Dip with me today. How are you guys today? Are you guys ready with your
Doing good,
intro
man. Doing
speech?
good.
Are you guys ready with your intro speech? How you are feeling special to be here to watch
What?
this exciting
I
match?
ain't giving it away.
You
We're
know,
actually
I actually
probably
think it's going to be a
bringing
good match.
we're
yeah.
gonna bring more people to your stream because we're here, Gambit. So
Alright.
you're welcome.
Alright. I see. I see. So we'll have 6 people now instead
You're
of
going to need
5.
all the help you can get once they start the map rotation.
I did it already. That's done.
We'll see. It's good. See, I'm here helping you.
Okay, so yeah, I do think it's gonna be a good map. What are the bans though? I think one team banned
Uh,
Proc, right?
yeah, CAPY band Proc,
Yeah.
and DeFi band Sand River. I mean, DeFi band Himmelsdorf, and CAPY picked Sand River, so I guess CAPY's the home team. It'll be interesting. I'm surprised actually a team picked Sand River because I feel like Sand River attack is so
Yeah.
lopsided, but kind of been changing, I guess, a little bit. We'll see. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be close. I hope it's close. We're due for a close game.
Yeah. I think the way people are playing Sand River these days, right? Like the YOLO strat is really very viable. You just send 7 tanks up and over or 6, right? Take out the 2 guys.
Don't give people my strats.
No,
on
I'm just
stream.
saying that's the meta. I mean, everyone's
Do you
hugging
see
the
this,
border.
Dips?
Everyone hugging the border. But anyway, they're ready. Oh, not ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 tanks from DeFi are ready.
I don't know. I'm kind of with Tubbins on this one. I think Sand River for a pick is kind of weird, as it's like almost a strong 80-20 that you're gonna win
No,
defense,
Yeah,
because
7, 8.
exactly.
defense is hard to screw up.
Well, I mean,
I'm
I
not
think
saying it's
I think it's a
impossible.
super like take it this way. I think it's like let's say Cappy and them played, and Cappy's up 3-1, and then it's their map pick, and they pick Sand River.
Yeah.
That's super intelligent to me. But I don't know if I would take it right off the rip. But hey, who knows what they practice? Who knows what they say? Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Let's try to do this.
Gambit, what
Dips,
side
you're
would
up on
you
the
like?
tanks.
Yeah, I'll go over DeFi
Yeah.
here. So, I will go over Cappy because I switched. So on Cappy side, we have him in Chieftain, Frosty, Little Rat, and Valor. Roger Missing Fingers in Batchat, and press Alt to delete EBR. Delta and Tehran. And we have an EBR, so let's see how that goes.
All right, on Defy's side, we have T for TK and the VC55. We have Sad Baby Imp and Malgus. They're in Chieftains. We have I can't even see his name. Uzi, or we're gonna
Just
say
call him
Uzi.
Uzi.
Uzi's in IS7. Monkeynomics in the IS4, and Frenzy Shots and Blind Sight in the Bat Chats.
I guess it's Uzi Maskey. I don't know. Maybe it's a different language.
It would be nice if. Sorry, go ahead.
Did Bandit get loaned off to DeFi?
Yep.
Okay.
He changed his name, and I was like, I don't like this name anymore. I don't think I want you in my clan.
He's still there.
I think with the spectator hub, I wish that when you hit the select button to see like the map and to see the names, that you can actually see the names, because it's kind of hard reading some of these names.
Yeah.
Kind of hard for me to read them too, because I can't read.
Cappy gave up basically. They sent everyone to K and G, and now I think they're stuck. Oh, they can always go back.
Nah, I mean, listen. You got plenty of time on Sand River. You gotta if you're doing Sand River Tech, you gotta feel it out. But I think you don't see the typical. You don't see. We don't have a guy in K0 for them, right? IS4 is probably super annoying to get out, but I think they're gonna end up probably having to go down there. Which the VZ. I also really don't like the VZ for coverage because he's gonna hand out 1,000 quick, but then he's gonna be sitting there for 20 seconds, not able to do anything.
Yeah.
They got to also punish. They also got to punish these guys, this Chieftain, Jim, and if they want to cross and go after that VZ, there's got to be more punish. So they're bad. Like, I mean, it's just gonna come down to just like anything else on this defense. Either Defy's bad chats are going to be able to punish when Cappy makes the play, and they're gonna hand out that 4,000 damage, or they're not.
Well, we have Defy making a move right now down the A line. Their Bat Chat and their IS7 are about to have a very surprising visit for this light tank. I think Cappy's about to lose this light tank.
Oh yeah.
An EBR, they might
Shoot 'em, shoot 'em.
miss their shot.
Oh, that's
yeah,
only
the
one. I mean,
bat chat's
the
there. Oh wait, is the bat chat gonna get farmed?
oh, he's missing. He's shooting the IS-7. The bat chat. Yeah, that was a bat chat on the thing. That bat chat's got
Yeah.
2 left. IS-7 got 2.
That was
That's
actually
not...
a good trade on Cappy's side, surprisingly. Like,
Yeah, the bat
that
suppressed.
EBR got away for only losing a low roll from bat chat.
Yeah. Well, DeFi didn't have their bat chats together either, right? And if that bat chat wants to shoot at the IS-7 and the bat chats are able to kill it like that, that works out in DeFi's favor. But Press got out, right? Just the reality of it. Got out. Pretty even. I mean, what do we got? 12 and 14. No, DeFi's got more health. I guess because that EBR. Right, so DeFi's still got the health, but the only thing that's nice is that they're able to get the EBR out. Then you know if that EBR is dead, and then they have to commit a medium to the cap. That is a tough win on Sand River, but
Yeah, I still don't know how
it's anybody's game.
Yeah, I mean, the way they are, I think they'll just die trying to push that IS-4. I don't see this.
Well, so actually, right now, what I think the play is, and again, I know that they just don't have the vision right now to see all this, but they're Chieftain and Valor making the cross and just going for that VZ and battling that VZ out. Because that VZ has no support.
They're coming for the IS-4.
Yeah, there's the actually this might work. This might work.
Oh,
See,
that's wrong.
yeah.
Ron
Now
pen?
the problem with the VZ is he's just on reload. Yeah, he penned.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
this bad chat's not pinning this IS-7. But see, this 20-second reload is what kind of sucks if the VZ's covering.
but they
right,
never
yeah.
pushed either, right? Like the bat should have pushed, like circled when he know they're shooting, right? And they did end up shooting Tehran. I don't know
Well,
why the bat didn't
yeah.
punish
Well,
IS-4.
Yep. But
The
that's why
problem,
this.
like, oh, I know I'm cutting you guys off. I told you
No,
this
you're
was
good.
gonna happen,
You're good.
but
You're good.
but you
Go,
see
go,
how like
go.
you see how the bad chats are coming from the top, right? Like you just allowed the fly to make all the rotations. Where if the two
Yeah.
guys come from the bottom and get behind the VZ, those bats aren't there. If they're able to kill that guy, they're gonna get unspotted. They're gonna stay in the crew. So like, I hate to say it, Cappy could have just won the whole game right there, and they decided to get, I guess, wet feet, cold feet, not wet feet. I don't
Cold
even know
feet.
what wet feet is. That doesn't even sound right. So I'm just gonna stop
Cold
talking.
feet.
Yeah, I think if they had
No, I'm gonna stop talking.
if they had a heavy and they pushed that heavy with the Tehran to like 8-0, that heavy would have been safe and he would have farmed IS-4 and could have helped better.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
Well, I think what would have been a better play too is Cappy could have even gotten their Tehran into K0. That way he could have came up the hill and shot the IS-4, and the Chieftains wouldn't have been able to see him because he would have been out of render range.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
I
he
think
would
the
have
IS-4 spots him there, though.
Oh no, yeah, the IS-4 would spot him when he gets on the hill at like, I guess J0 to shoot down at him. But the thing is where he made the push to get that shot on the IS-4, the Chieftains were able to get 2 shots into him. So that's why the Tehran's down to 510.
I think Chieftain shot him once, VZ shot him twice.
There, it looks like Cappy's gonna make the rotation with the bad chats and try to come up here. This is a tough push. If these, see, the thing is, like, you see where the 5 Chieftains are. One's got to be to the right to spot the A line, right? You don't need 2 guys. So, oh, the bad chats are actually moving.
Yeah, if they get to A6, right, they will get spotted. If they can clip the Chieftains.
Yeah, if they clip the
No, but
Chieftains, that would be huge.
I don't. Nah, it doesn't look like they really kind of know how to do that because the one guy's coming, but
Yeah.
they're coming. They're coming.
I don't
Listen,
even
man,
know.
I mean, you could say like 2 Chieftains do a lot of damage real quick, and that's a lot of health. And say Baby Imp just put 1 into missing fingers. Oh, they're going. They're going.
Yeah, no, they're yellowing it.
But it's just
Yeah.
one bat yet. The other one's not
Oh.
even there. That's the problem.
Imp just got ammo racked. I'm sure he fixed it. Yeah, he did.
Like
It
if
might go down.
He
Nope.
did.
no, they.
Malgus is battling for his life. Tracked him.
Oh.
No one's helping the bat cat.
Uh-oh.
He low
Yeah,
rolled.
no one's helping the bat.
Oh,
Oh.
they survived. They survived. Maybe the bat will survive as well. I have no idea what's going
They
on.
didn't
though.
kill Malgus. They didn't kill Malgus.
They missed shots. And like the first
Yeah.
bat died quickly, right? Because he pushed by himself.
Yeah. The only
I don't
problem
know
you
what
have
this
here
Tehran's
is that
doing though.
Defy's bad chats are so no malice. No.
Oh, Tehran's gonna hit the IS-4. Oh, he's shooting heats. Oh,
Yeah, Tehran tip for people and think the AP is not bad at all.
yes,
AP's
do
not bad
not
at all.
shoot heat in the side of anybody with a Tehran. You will not pen it. I've learned that the hard way for my first like 3 or 4 matches. I think maybe
A
3
lot of
matches I
shots
was
coming
using
out
heat.
missing, man.
Ugh.
A lot of missed shots. Oh, they got Frosty. Missing Fingers got 600. Jim's the guy who's the healthiest here.
Yeah, but what can he really do though?
Yeah.
Yeah, too much. I mean, I hate to say
These
it,
bat
I
chats
really.
are all about to be loaded.
Yeah. The real moral of this is that it just didn't look like CAPY pushed in unison both times.
Yeah.
Right, I hate right idea, kind of notice where they can make some play happen, but they just like Tehran comes around the corner, hits the guy for 800, and the bad chat does nothing. There's no heavy tank there. There's no follow up there. There's nothing there. They go in the middle. One guy goes over. One guy doesn't. You let the chieftains kill a guy. Then the one chieftain still lives. Right? They did do damage to the bad chats. You know, they took half the bad chat's health, but a bad chat on 400 health, 500 health, 600 health is still just as deadly anyway.
Yeah.
So good match, but I think it all comes back down to why pick Sand River attack.
Yeah. I think also when they push, right, like if they had one of the heavies under the chieftains, then they could have shot
I think it's
Monkeynomics in the IS-4 when the push was happening, right? That would have been an additional angle.
I think it was more that when the Tehran and that light tank or the bat chat pushed, I think if those heavies were underneath or behind that VZ, that would have been, I think that would have been the game, because that VZ would have died, and then with that VZ dead, that IS-4 would get farmed because he has nowhere to hide.
Exactly. All right, let's hear the after report here.
Oh yeah, accidentally gave a let's go or score here.
Oh. So for DeFi, we got T for TK doing 3 kills, 3482. Malgus and the Chieftain with 1 kill, 2486. We have Blind Sight in the Bat Chat with 3 kills, 1810. Uzi in the IS-7 at 1735. Frenzy Shot in the Bat Chat with 1485. Monkeynomics in the IS-4 doing 1287. And Sad Baby Imp in the Chieftain with 1165.
Or on CAPY side, Missing Fingers in bats at 27-27. No kill. Rogers in bats at 2300. He did pen all of his shots actually. I thought he missed. But I guess he didn't really have the support when he pushed over. Jim and Chieftain 1600. Frosty with 3 shots. Tehran. Did he shoot AT at someone? Probably. 2 shot Little Wraith with 2 shots. And EBR with 2 shots. And 2 kills. The only tank that managed to grab some kills here. I still don't understand the EBR. Playing EBR. But maybe.
Some people like it. I mean, it can be super annoying, you know. You know, like when you need to kill Lightning and you hit the EBR on his wheels and he gets away. That's super annoying.
But it
to
still
play
gets
against.
slow, right?
Yeah, but you know, if you're still slow and nobody can hit you, then you're still gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it does have some weird, I guess, modeling where you miss a lot more shots than you should at times. I guess it's above the ground, higher, something. But anyway, but I think as you were saying, right, they had the right intention, just a little bit off on execution.
I mean, they've read.
Yeah.
They just didn't push in unison. They didn't push right.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't execute push right. That's all. And that happens. You know, I don't know how much CAPY plays. I know they're a relatively new clan.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I came back and first started playing, somebody on Tuesday used to just spank me. Scrims. I just get spanked. You know. Yeah, I know I was there, but you know, once you kind of play for a little bit and you get the chemistry, things get a lot easier. It's hard to just start a new clan and get people to play.
Yeah.
Right. You know, you need to get people on the same page, get the experience together. You know, I think people underrate that. They look at W and 8, but you know, I'll take a team that plays together any day of the week.
So I will say this, because I've played a lot of like just getting a bunch of people together so that another team can scrim, or like scrimming one big team. When a bunch of callers are one side on one team, it's probably the easiest thing. And I understand that like all callers call differently, but callers expect people to make micro plays, and because they expect that, they do it themselves. So you don't need to tell another caller to do a micro play.
Yeah, but where are you gonna find a team of 7 caller mercs?
I
Where, like,
understand. I understand it.
Everyone's a caller.
Obviously, you're not gonna have 7 callers on one team, but
nah. You want people with calling experience, because the thing is, like, when you're a caller, you look at the game different,
Yeah.
right? Like, if I'm a player and my call is like, hey, go to D4 and hand out damage, you're just focused on handing out damage at D4. When you're the caller, you're like, you got to worry about every grid and every square and everybody in the grid, you know? So it's a way different. So you see the game a lot different, you know. Like, we started giving away, you know, tips here, but some of my guys who I noticed don't, you know, see the game for the whole game. What we do is I'm just like random and like, okay, well, you're gonna call this map now, right? And I let them see how annoying it is, right? But give them a bigger picture of the bigger picture, I guess, right? You
yeah.
know? Because pub matches are different. Like, you go to a pub match and you want a high WNA, let's be real. You go to a spot and you just farm them out, right?
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam.
You know? Yeah, you just, yeah. But so it's a different ball game, but you really got to see the whole thing. You know, and
No, I
that's a
completely
tough
agree.
thing to do.
Yeah, and I think you're both thinking the same thing. But yeah, looks like CAPY are ready. They are ready with their 7 tanks.
Oh, we're going in.
They are defending though, so I think they should. They picked Kron ones. Okay.
2 cron bombs.
Yeah.
Do you have Defy or do you
I have
have
CAPY, so I'll go with CAPY. We have
Okay.
Jimin, Chieftain, Dalto, Frosty, Kron 1, Little Wraith, Mr. Fingers, Batchat, Rogers in Light Tank, and Press Alt Delete and Tron. Baron.
Okay, Defy side, Sad Baby Imp in the Chieftain. We have Uzi in the IS-7 along with Malgus. And we have Frenzy and T for TK in Bat Chat 25 Ts. Monkeynomics in the CS 63 and X-Ray N today in the T100.
You know, Sand River defense is easy, but the way Rogers is going, right? If you lose the Light Tank there. Okay, that's.
I've never
that's,
saw. Yeah.
That's not how
They-
you
they
spot. He's going wild. Too wild. Unless he has too
Yeah.
much faith.
Yeah, but they don't have anything to punish it, right? I mean, they do have
But he
T for
didn't-
TK, but they
yeah.
didn't have anybody spotted. Oh, we have no. Oh, where is Defy? See, this is the thing. Like, X-Ray, why is he spotting the K line first? Like, why is he here? Why is he here?
I think
Why is he not spotting the middle of the map?
He thought maybe he
I
can.
don't know, but
catch
Cappy is
them.
being a little aggressive with that. I don't think that's going to play out well for them with those Bat Chats pushing. Their
No,
Bat
Missing
Chat's
Fingers
already
is getting
down.
Oh, they're getting whacked.
They're
over
both
here.
already
Full
down
bad.
half health.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Not
that
the end
is
of the world, though.
way too aggressive.
Oh, he's tracked. He's tracked. Little Wrath
Yeah.
is tracked. He's got no engine now. And the other guy tried to shoot the other guy. Oh, come on.
You were questioning
Alright.
the Light Tank play, and he basically almost decided the game for them.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. I'm guilty. That's ironic how that worked out. But
I
I
know.
don't expect Bat Chats to be that aggressive on the K line. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually don't mind the style of that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, Monkeynomics is still gonna see that coming anyway,
Mhm.
right? The only thing was, like, that guy was tracked with no engine on the thing, and somebody over here tried to shoot the guy with the high health instead of killing the tank.
Mhm.
Throwing it out.
I
Yeah,
think
like, they
I
could be
think it was
down.
Malgus. I think it's Malgus. He was
Oh
shooting
yeah,
that.
blame Malgus. Also, shout out to Malgus's Mima.
Oh, Uzu got punished.
Yeah, he's gonna get the light tank is now behind the IS-7. He's got to learn how to hug that brim. He's got to start to move to his right and hug that brim.
If
I guess
they-
he could stay hold down now.
Yeah. If they can kill, if Tron puts a shot, right? He can. Oh man, their Light Tank is pending I7. And I think,
that IS-7 is very low.
okay, Tron, press all delete. Okay, we just need one shot, one opportunity. He did it.
Oh, did he set him on fire too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Jeez.
Well, they're going to be able to get Monkey in this climb.
Which climb are we talking about? Where's Monkey?
If they, he's on the bottom. He's on the bottom. J0.
Oh,
Like
okay,
yeah.
Jim's getting
Yeah.
punished. Like when they do that and then IS-7 is getting shot, he's got to give the call. Hey, We can push on another side.
Mhm.
Now the only problem with this is DeFi doesn't have really anything at like H2 or something to stop them coming down that 2, you know, get to
Yeah.
C1, come down that 2. So like this bad chat right now that's over here at D2, he needs to be covered or he needs to leave. Like ideally you cover him, right? Oh, he's leaving. Okay. Man, this map is so big. You can't even fly around it. How do you do the fast thing? Oh, is it this? Oh, now my screen's making noises. Okay, I think I got the fast thing. Oh yeah, now I'm zooming. But they got cap pressure, and I think this is going to be hard for them to spot this light tank.
But the light can. If their light come back, right?
But their light's got to come back. Right, like Monkey should be able to get in a position to kind of farm. If he gets to K0, he should be able to farm these heavies. Right, Kronvog and Chieftain, probably not the best re-range, you know. Oh, they're pushing this backside now. I gotta go all the way over here. Here comes the light
Tehran's
tank.
about to die.
Tehran's
Tehran's dead.
Oh, what
I
happened?
don't know why.
Oh, they're
Has he
pushing on the
pushed up?
backside?
Yeah.
Yeah, they pushed up.
He got caught out at a bad spot.
T for TK's got to get to better cover.
I mean, he was out in the open and he was no one was hitting him somehow.
I don't know if they could see him when the light tank dipped back. I don't know, it's tough to know, like, spectator mode used to be so much better. Remember when they used to, like, light up in the yellow? Oh, we don't have a timer.
Yeah.
No, we haven't had a timer for a while.
Now, the question is, you guys think Malgus is going to shield or just get ready to punish? Because they have to YOLO this cap. Here they come. How much punish can it? No.
They don't have the tanks. I think
they're letting Jim just go across. They're letting these guys just go across.
Well,
Also
yeah, because they're already up by half health. Like they have a lot of control right now over CAPY.
If Jim kills CS, that can be huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, that CS. Oh, the CS just got set on fire. That's it. Monkey's gone.
Okay, so
Wow.
CAPY, even though they're low on HP, they have more tanks. And Imp's down to one shot. Imp
Oh
might
my
go
God.
down. Oh, 11. He low rolled.
Imp's a 1. He's at 11.
Not killing that batch hat is coming back to haunt them.
No, it's 11. It's 11. Oh, 1. And
Nope, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm very surprised right now. There was almost a 4,000 point health swap from DeFi side.
Not enough punish, and like you see, like Frosty went down to the bottom by himself. He's got nobody to help him there. He could have got taken out. That bat chat that they decided not to kill is probably raining havoc. Like their bat chats are low, the light tank's still full. I mean,
well, now they're pushing Malgus. He's by himself, and DeFi are on the other side. Can Malgus kill?
Oh.
Oh, he might. They need to play better. Delta,
Okay,
don't
both
die.
bats are now 1, but their bats are being pushed. That's going to be a problem for them. IS-7 is going to go down. Yep. IS-7 has gone down.
Where is that?
Right now, what's really big is these bat chats need to kill these bat chats, get out and reload.
Oh, he dragged and missed the shot.
T for TK just... Oh no.
Light tank ramming light tank.
Oh, these bat chats are missing way too much on these other bats.
Roger need to finish.
You can't kill him in one shot, that's fine. Frenzy's just got to go and get this bat out, and then you just got to get reloads, and then it's very, very winnable. Like, a bat chat on 1200 health is a lot of damage. Can they get him? I don't know. It's gonna
He's
be
gonna
close.
get
I
him.
mean,
Oh no!
He's just taking shots now.
Oh, double tap.
He's getting shot by the chieftain and the Kron.
And bat baited. He managed to escape and missing fingers. Is
T for TK is at
battling.
27.
Yeah.
This is gonna be close.
But now I think what it is I don't know what the time's even near. That's the problem. So
I think
much
it's in
going on.
CAPY's favor because Kronman's going up, right? He will shield, and Batset can just clip. Bat can cover both Chieftain and Kron. So now.
Well, yeah, but the big thing, what I'm wondering is how close to time are we? You know, I want to say we've got to be around 2 to 3 minutes.
Maybe. Oh.
The thing is, this Kronvog is still on reload. Like, he just ate some damage. They could kill this Kronvog. And I don't know, where's their bad check covering him? Oh, I guess he can cover him right there.
Covering him, yeah. Oh, he
Yeah.
missed. Jim missed. Jim has to connect here. He's getting pushed from back. Oh, okay. Yep. He got Kronman got
Yeah.
baited.
Jim's gonna get shot from behind, and he's gonna go down.
Can he connect?
He can
Can he
get, but he's
connect?
got Hesh.
Oh, he
Oh.
didn't. Batset did though.
Oh, the
Then
bat-
They
Oh,
ran
no,
into
no,
each
no.
other.
Oh no!
And then he took another shot. Batchat's still alive, missing fingers. Oh, he's not messing around. I don't think he's missing any fingers though. He might have an extra one though.
This is crazy. That
Yeah,
is
they
when you
coulda-
need
it's
to pay
unfortunate.
attention. That's X-ray. I'm not saying that he did, but that
Well,
could be a
you're like, let's
loss.
be real, man. You're locked in on killing that guy, right? Yeah, you're locked in, you know. But like, you gotta just trust the bad chat's gonna get him. Right? I mean, the only thing that's unfortunate here is I'm telling you, like, them not being able to kill, like, Cappy made a huge mistake in the beginning of this match with those bats on the K line, right?
Yeah.
And like, those bats should have been like that guy playing on like 27 health. If that guy's dead, is a whole different ball game. Then Defy didn't cover Malgus. Malgus didn't do enough damage when they crossed. Like, there's a lot of like little tiny things that are really adding up to just this is getting crazy,
Yeah.
right? Like this guy on 200 health is raining hell.
Yep.
And he's been at 500 for most of the match.
Yeah. He's been at
I
that
mean,
HP.
since the beginning.
Yeah.
This Kron, if he pushes, I mean,
He doesn't know where the bat is, right? So he doesn't want to get clipped.
I know.
If they just hide there, fine. But you're right, missing fingers. He lost all his HP in the beginning, but then he refused to die.
Yeah, he
This
was down
might
to
be
like
it right here.
500 health.
This
Yeah.
might be it.
Oh,
Let's
30
see what
seconds,
happens.
30 seconds, yeah. And he took out another tank.
Missing fingers.
It's his day.
Think-
Even in the last game, he penned 6 out of 6 shots when they pushed. He didn't miss any shot. He does go
Oh,
down now.
light tank got him that time. But
A
I
little
don't
too
think the
late,
light
though.
tank has enough to kill this Kron unless he sets him on
Not
fire.
enough time. Not enough time.
And the Kron needs to miss every shot.
Oh, he's gotta miss 3. Little things really.
Yeah.
But
You know,
but
like that. Also, that IS7 not scooting down and staying alive.
Mhm.
Right. Those bad chats going and then taking more hits because they missed their shots.
Alright, I got Cappy side.
Like also, Cappy, when they counter pushed Monkey in the early on, that was also a very effective push. They didn't wait, right? They're like, okay, let's just push this side, finish him, and worked out for them because he wasn't able to escape. He was too undecisive whether to run because he went to K0 first, and then he's like, okay, maybe I should run, and then it was too late by that time.
Cappy side, we have the Bat Chat missing fingers with 2 kills and 3,089 damage. And gonna keep in mind that he was the one that went down to 500, about 580 health at the beginning of the match. So all of that damage was done at almost a one shot. Dealt in the Kronvong, he's at 8212. We got, I don't even know, it good for you in the T100 with 2050. It's Frosty
It's
in the
Ogre, I
Kronvong.
think.
It's Ogre. Sorry, I wasn't going. It's
Sorry.
good for you. We're gonna
I was
make
saying
it.
him Roger for some reason. I thought that's what it. You're so close.
It's Frosty in the Kronvog with 1 kill, 1908. Jim Leahy in the Chieftain with 2 kills, 1687. And then we have Light Wraith in the other Bat Chat. He was the one that was at about 20 to 30 health for the entire game. Still was able to put 1261 out. And then press all delete in the Tehran with, it looks like just that one shot on the IS7 for the 999.
Yeah, I don't know how effective Tehran is on Van River defense. Well, I guess he got one shot on I7, but I'm not sure.
I think it really just depends on like location, you know? I'm not against the Tehran, but I feel like where the Tehran just pushed a little bit too much with
The bad and
for
light.
Cappy.
Yeah.
Tehran's also got that fear factor, dude.
It does have that.
Nobody wants to get hit by a Tehran.
Okay, so on DeFi side, we have Frenzy Shot in Bat Chat, 3,503 kills. A good game from him as well. He was the one that was punishing the bat initially. Malgus in I7, 2,400 damage and a kill. X-Ray in Light Tank, 1,900 damage. 3 KSS, 2 kills. He did ram the bat chat there. That could have been the difference, maybe. I don't know. Maybe the bat would have still died. Difficult to say. Because not only did he got bat kill, he got 2 shots as well. from the bat. Monkey Namek CS 1800 damage, 1900 damage, 1700 assists. Sad Baby Imp and Chieftain 1500 damage. T40 can bat set with 1500. And Uzumaki in I7, unfortunately, no damage. Who killed Sad Baby Imp? Was that the Kron one that pushed CS? They were the one punishing the Chieftain?
I want to say it was either the Kron or the Chieftain.
Chieftain, right? From the backside, okay.
Yes.
Because he was
Yeah,
exposed.
but
You don't think Sad Baby Imp was prepared
he
for
lost
that
all his
shot?
health he lost all his health from the top.
I think he did not punish either, right? Because they had two tanks pushing.
No, he did. He
did?
did.
Okay,
He
so
was the only one. The
Malgus
ISM
didn't
on the
punish.
bottom. Yeah.
Malgus didn't
Malgus
punish.
needs to poke up and punish, but I
Yeah.
guess maybe he was scared of eating that Kron.
Oh yeah,
But like
that
it's
is
just
true. Yeah.
you know, like we're kind of watching everything. We obviously can't hear the calls, but like
True,
when
true.
those two heavy tanks really push that gap, like they needed to just do more damage there. They need to kill that batch in the beginning. That IS7's got to know where to go to stay alive, right? But then like CAPY, like they shouldn't have gave that health, right? So there's kind of tit for that. There's like a lot of little mistakes we obviously see from up here, but it was wild.
I would
That
say
was a
the
wild
biggest
match.
thing would be is that
Let's get a timer
Cappy
going.
definitely had Defy definitely had Cappy, and they had the game going in their direction with two tanks close to one on a definite one shot and one on a 2. But I think it was just more on Defy's side just to kind of play a little bit closer and be ready to get those trades out.
Yeah, like when they killed that Tehran on the backside, they needed to make a play right then, take their advantage and shove it in their face.
Yeah, they hesitated. Cappy didn't, and I think that's what won them the game, right? They didn't hesitate when their bats lost HP. They pushed the back quickly, killed the I7. Then they didn't hesitate when they lost the Tehran, because then they pushed the other side.
Do you have
I do
Cappy
have
or
Cappy.
Defy?
I have Cappy. So,
Okay.
Jim in Chieftain, Little Rat and Valor, Delta I7, Frosty S4, Roger Batchat, Missing Fingers Batchat, press all delete, Karen.
It's Ogre. It's not Roger.
Oh, I said it again.
Are they going back to spawn or back to garage? Was there something that happened?
4 Batchats.
Something's going on
There's
here.
4 Batchats.
Oh, okay. They have 4 Batchats. Returning.
Oh, do I have to go back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's one, I guess.
Okay, I got a timer.
You got a manual timer? To be honest,
Yeah.
I think I can add one here as well, but maybe I should. I can add it to the stream.
Do I go back to garage?
Yeah, you have to come back to garage. They can't launch without you.
What's going on here? Alright, well, I don't know what just happened, but I got my timer ready.
Yeah, they picked four bats. That's why they're restarting. DeFi had 4 bats.
I was like, wait a minute. People aren't moving, and this definitely started.
Yeah, but this is going to end up being that somebody who's in spectator mode is having a cigarette and a coffee outside, enjoying the weather, and we're going to be sitting here waiting for them.
But we are the only spectators. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, correct. It make me look dumb. Thanks, man.
The only one drinking coffee is you. But you came back.
All right.
We already went over Cappy.
Oh yeah, I'm on the okay. So on Defia's side, we have Sad Baby Imp and the Valor along with Malgus. We have T for TK and Uzi and IS7s, and we have Frenzy, Monkeynomics, and Blind Sight in Bat Chats.
You know, I'm just saying right now, the way it is it seems to be. It used to be Train Tracks meta, then it got Untrained Tracks meta, and now it seems like Train Track meta again.
I just think with the way that tanks have received for camo, like you can put a CS even up in A2 and then you can't spot that.
Yeah. I mean, there's a solid ridge as well. Regardless, they are splitting. They are sending they're holding the K1 spot, but that
Tehran again.
K6, yeah. They're holding the K6, but that spot is not effective because CAPY are playing this side. They're not doing the dumb stuff I like to do, push around, get farmed, and die. They're actually holding their tracks. That's for the punish. Because now what will happen is they won't have the tank numbers they need to push these two tanks. But a Frostry should not have done that, I think. He will spot though. Can
And
Taran?
Frosty's pretty aggressive, yeah.
Yeah. Where Jim is, they need another Valor there with Jim because otherwise they can't shoot. Frosty will die.
They're going for it. They have to go for it right now. Like, Frosty's out in the open. They need to adjust. They tracked him. They need to track him again. Monkey's kind of taking a weird angle on this.
Yeah,
They're really going for this. The bats have got to go in and, like, they got to do this quickly before the Tehran just nails somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
They'll take out because they're not connecting a single shot here.
Oh, a lot of shots just missed that first bat chat.
They're missing left and right here. They're all shooting the wrong tanks.
Yeah.
They're all
Frenzy trying to pen an IS-4 with a bat chat. That doesn't work out very well.
No one is penning anyone. What is this?
This is not looking good for DeFi now.
How did DeFi mess this up? Someone tell me.
I mean, they can get him, but...
No, the bats are now reloading. They have to escape, and they're spotted, right? So they will get shot. They lost two tanks.
Boy.
They lost the other bat.
They're waiting for the cross. There goes one. The other bat, I think, might get away. Be very close.
But what have they achieved, though? What
49.
exactly did they achieve, though? They killed one tank, lost 3.5.
Yeah.
That GG game's over.
I wouldn't say 3.5. That's 4.
Yeah, that's
like,
4, right? So maybe
Frenzy
that's what
has to hide.
Yeah.
Now CAPY can just push.
Frosty doesn't care. Like, even before he was aggressive, even now he's like, I don't care. Kill me if you can. He's confident in his
IS-4 was hard, but they really didn't.
The bats, like, they managed to go in, right? Because CAPY missed how many shots? 5 or 6 shots on those tanks. But then bat
I mean, the real kind of plays that, like, if that IS-7 in there, you kind of just want to trap him and leave him, right? You know, you really want to do damage on the other side, trap him and leave him, because they really, like, if you looked at CAPY's setup, right, they had 2 medium tanks spotting. The medium tanks can't stay there; they have to leave, right?
Yeah.
The Tehran wasn't even there, so like if they really came to this other side, they actually would have given them cap pressure for free, right?
Yeah,
and then if you could pin the other guys, you just take the fight.
Yep.
Right.
My big thing, though, I want to say for both bat chats, I mean, they made it over relatively unscathed. I think one of them took a shot. They should have not even
made it over.
Yeah, but I feel like they should have just really gone a little bit further behind the IS-7 and the IS-4 and just shot them in the back. Like, there's you don't need to circle at that point. Like, you're behind them. Just...
you guys are gonna... That's tough, though, to really make that assumption.
No, I mean, think you can do it, right? Like, you just, if you
run to that corner, maybe kind of get safe and just clip them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you both are going to drop anywhere from, 17 to 2,000 damage.
Okay, that's what's going on this side. Maybe they can pull it off, because they have 1 bat, 2 Valors that are full health.
Well, if you notice, CAPY didn't mess around. They're coming right down the backside, too. They're just sandwiching them.
Yeah.
Like, literally from the middle, from the left, from the right.
Yeah.
I know DEIFY has been a little bit, I guess, out of form, if you can say.
It looks like the bat chat blind sight is currently getting pushed by the IS-4 and the Chieftain. Their other bat, who's on 49 health, is just trying to stay alive.
This is one trap. This is
serious. That bat chat is about to run into the Valor. I don't think he's been spotted yet.
Yeah, the Chieftain isn't spotted, right? Batcha was thinking about flanking Frosty, but he should have learned by now that Frosty cannot be flanked by bats.
I don't even know why he's trying to shoot the IS-7. He should have just clipped the Chieftain anyway, but I mean, realistically, it just doesn't.
Yeah. Frenzy's gonna try to get some farm in on this Valor.
I forgot that they
Man, DeFi's getting set on fire too a lot.
Yeah.
That's like the 3rd fire I've seen. Malgus is just getting absolutely murdered. He just got murdered like there was no tomorrow. He got hit by everybody.
Frenzy's still alive. 49. Everyone else was
He's
full
trying.
HP.
He's
Everyone
trying.
was full HP except him, and he's the one that's alive. Also, I think Cappy played this with 6 tanks, right? Tron didn't do anything. No, he does have 2,000. Okay.
No, he did.
He shot the chieftains and probably shot them twice and set them on fire.
That was a rough one. That was a rough push right there. But
I mean, that's another thing, right? Like they had that spot he was in, right, at K6. It's good if someone's pushing that side. But if it's no one's pushing, now they have 2 tanks out of the game. And they're making that push with they made that push with 4-5 tanks, and then there was no one to punish the guys at A6. They were freely overpeaking and getting better shots. Bat's still
Bat
alive.
Chat is just trying to trick everybody. I think this is it. The Tehran's gonna have him in his sights.
No, he
Oh no.
missing fingers. No, he's not shooting either. He got tracked. Looks like there's some sort of rivalry between these two teams. They're not going for a kill. They're raising their barrels. Someone upset someone. I can tell this for sure. And we can see this ram kill here. Okay, so at least...
I mean, it's probably more of upsetness because a Bat Chat is at 47 health and you're running.
Maybe, true. That's also... Well, he did 4k damage though. Oh. But I think most of the guys that are in CAPY were in DeFi at one point. Or at least some of them. I remember Delto. But anyway, so I'll go over CAPY here. Jim Leahy in Chieftain, 3,700 damage and a kill. Missing fingers and bats at 2,400 damage. Press Alt Delete in Terran, 2,100 damage, 2 kills. Oh, he does have 2 pens. Maybe one of them was a kill shot. That's why. Frosty has 4 with 2,100 damage and a kill. It's Ogre for you in bats at 1,700 damage, 2 kills. Little Wrath and Valor, 1,200 damage and 1,300 assist. Who was he spotting? Or maybe it was Track. It was Track. He tracked the bats. And Delton has 7 with 1,200 damage, 1 kill, and 1,600 spotting.
DeFi side, we have Frenzy Shot in the Bat Chat, 1 kill, 39-31 for damage. Definitely impressive, especially out of the Bat Chat. Then we have Malgus in the Valor, 20-75. Monkeynomics in a Bat Chat, 12-22. Blind Sight in a Bat Chat, 7-28. T for TK in one of the IS7s at 490, doing a nice average roll, what you're supposed to do. Uzi in the other IS7 at 460, and Sad Baby Imp just not having a good game with 0 damage, 589 assisted.
Yeah, those two I7s, look at the pop punish from CAPY. They managed to do 1 shot of damage. I mean, they did block some shots, but they died quickly. I know one of them got tracked, but that push did not work out for them.
wow, we're going already.
Yeah, we just took too long to go or score. But these teams are ready, so going over DeFi on defense. That Baby Imp and Chieftain, Malgus Valor, TK, Uzumash, Kina 7, Frenzy Shot, Blindside Bat, and Monkeynomics and Sturm.
I'm still on a loading screen because I actually didn't leave the last game.
Oh yeah, you
I was still
can't.
looking
Okay.
at it, so
Good luck. You have to be quick. That's why you get stuck, basically. I'll go over CAPY as well. On CAPY side, we have Delto, Jim and Chieftain, Little Rat and Valor, Frosty, IS4. It's Ogre, Missing Fingers, Batchat, and Press All Delete, Interrupt. They love playing Terran though. I don't think it's been effective so far. But it does have the fear factor, as you said.
I mean,
right?
you can look at it and you want like they're winning.
Yeah.
So, like if somebody says, "Oh, what did you play? Did you win? You lose?" Whatever, you win, right? Could it be more effective? I mean, I think so. The other thing is, it depends on how the style of the game. You need the game to come to the Tehran.
Yeah.
Like that last game, like if the five maybe doesn't do that push, or I don't know, like they kind of rush it. Like you have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. You have a light tank. They don't.
No, they
right?
didn't.
Like
They didn't have a light tank. They didn't have that. No one had light tank last game.
Oh, they didn't have a light tank?
Not in steps. They had in Sandriver.
Then yeah. We'll see. We'll see if they're able to hold. The Sad Baby Imp already took a pretty nice round. They got this bat chat. Missing Fingers is really not in a good spot. If they spot him, he can get deleted.
Yeah, he doesn't know that we're the
I mean,
DEIFY bats are. Yep.
Gotta pin shots. Gotta pin shots. They got one in his tracks.
tracked.
Oh, he's tracked. He's tracked. He's
gone.
perma-tracked. He's perma-tracked.
You
He's
called
gonna
it.
eat it. Yep. He's in a bad spot. That's a terrible spot. There's no reason for him to be there. Right? Like that is the difference between a bat chat and a light tank on an open map. Like if a light tank pokes that ridge, he's going to see it. He doesn't have to go over the ridge. This guy went over the ridge to see what was there and just gave a tank away for nothing. But we have seen CAPY donate light tank health before. Right?
Yeah.
Frosty, they are now making the same play that they did. They are going after T for TK and an IS7. Frosty literally is just getting lucky he is not dead. I'll be honest with you, but they should have free farm here. Uzi should have free farm.
Goes down, yeah.
Yeah, they should have free farm here. Like for them to come and get Uzi out of here is but he should just be pumping damage. Just pump damage.
He got Emerald.
It's hard for me.
Dimly, he got Emerald for 1700.
Well, hey, listen, if you're gonna get bad RNG rolls, you might as well get them in the games that aren't going well. I say that. All right, like Defy's also like the last 3 games I've seen a guy get set on fire. So, but now here's the problem with the Turan, right? Turan can't push.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And a Valor shooting HE and an IS7 is not a winning fight for this guy either. It kind of looks like really quick step games. It's same concept of both sides. Pushes, giving tanks away when you don't really need to, not getting information and trying to play. Right? You're just rolling the dice. But it's not over, but it's looking grim, right? Now Defy can kind of do what CAPY just did to them, start to surround them.
And then Ram killed the last tank.
Well, honestly, I don't think we really need that. It's kind of just a waste of my time too, but Tehran got hit, spotted. I mean, rivalries are good, but there's no reason to really do that mid-match, you know? Also, the other thing about doing things like that is that, like, if you win, you can get away with it. But, like, if the fight comes back and wins and you were the guys doing that, you look even worse.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, like, you got to make sure you're going to win if you're going to brag, so. Like, last game, you can't lose, right? You know, you pull that stuff out the last game.
Yeah.
But that's my 2 cents. But there's still 6 minutes on the clock.
Oh, there goes Tron. Tron kill. He might kill the bat. Are they about to make a magical recovery?
Well, Uzi's dead. Oh, wow. I guess it depends if the fight.
This is the second bat. If Tehran hit, oh, he tracked.
Oh, he hit him in the tracks.
Was he shooting? Was he shooting heat? I wasn't paying attention.
I couldn't say. I don't think he's gonna shoot heat at the bat. Ogre's on reload.
If he wasn't, he could have killed Sad
Line
Baby.
shot's on reload now. Not enough. Notice the last couple games on both sides. Not enough. Pinning shots. That was a good pin.
Ending it with a ram. They're gonna try. He's loading.
Are you back in the game?
Yeah.
He restarted his game. I think if you restart your game, you
I just.
Oh, you're a beast, huh? That's big brain plays.
I mean, I could have actually been back a lot faster if I knew just to restart it.
I forgot to tell you that.
That's fine.
Okay.
But do the score reporting super quick, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go over it.
No, I actually might not even be able to do it.
Okay. Yeah, you can't. Maybe you go. Malgus and Valor, 3k damage and a kill. Monkey can start 2900 damage and a kill. He's actually now 2100 damage. Blindsided Bat at 2k damage. Sad Baby and Chieftain 2k damage. And 2700 assist. Also forgot, Uzub actually and I7 also 3k assists. They have a lot of assists. A lot of these tanks, I guess, helping each other. E4 TK and I7, 1500 damage, 1600 assists. Frenzy shot Bat at 1k damage and 700 assists for the kill. Oh, you can't do it. Okay.
Well,
On Cappy side.
No,
I'll do it.
I'm
I'll
here.
do the
I'm
other
here.
side. I'll
I'm
do it.
here.
Are you there?
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delta with a chieftain, really only guy. Well, I guess not. They had 2 guys on that team, but Delta and a chieftain, 3,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, an ogre for you. Batch had 2,500. Not really a bad game. Little Wrath, Valor, 2K. So like the top 3 actually kind of did their parts, but Turan only hitting 1 shot, bouncing off a Batch hat. You kind of lose a tank. The Turan becomes less valuable. IS4 kind of got trapped in that corner when they push. Bounced a lot of shots actually, but 2 for 2, 800 damage. Then you got Jim Leahy and the Chieftain. He was another guy that pushed. He actually got ammo rack for 1,700. 2 pins, right? 700 damage. And then Missing Fingers, kind of where it all went wrong for Cappy.
Yeah.
Kind of poked that ridge, came, didn't realize people were going to be hiding in that corner. He got tracked. Then he got tracked again. And 2 bad shots just clipped him out. Kind of unfortunate, but kind of the both kind of games, like every game's gone the same, right? Like this team kind of pushes blind, and this team pushes blind, and now we're at 2-2. But now it's going to be, it should be Cappy's map pick. So we'll see what they feel comfortable with going here. So I would say the advantage is still got to be with Cappy, right? Because they get to pick their map pick, right?
They do. What do you think the map will be?
I have no idea. I'm gonna say mines.
No, I
who's
think
I'm gonna
it's
say
gonna
mines.
be Feel. I think it's gonna
Cappy.
be Muravanka. I think it's gonna
Cappy?
be
I don't
Mines.
know.
Muravanka. Like both teams so far they played field, so I expect a field map.
What was Cappy's choice so far?
It's Ghost Town.
Sand
Don't worry
River.
about it.
Ghost Town?
No, yeah.
I was gonna say.
They picked Ghost Town.
Let's see if the theme continues. If we're gonna have the team that is on offense blind push, right? I feel like that's kind of what's gone on the last couple of maps. It's kind of been.
I think so far every time a defending team, like they are the one that win the game. I think a attacking team has failed to win a single game.
Yeah. I mean, but the 2 maps that have been played are they're very defense dominant. Even for Steps.
not really.
I know Steps has made a change. I will agree that Steps has made a change due to the fact that climbs no longer exist. But Steps is still a defensive map. Especially because that IS7 meta of holding the train tracks is back. And if you want to cap that side, you have to take and get those IS7s out.
And they could have, right? Because they had 3 tanks not on that side.
I think on Steps. I mean, I guess it depends on how you play, but I think on Steps you have the luxury of that. The caps are so farther away.
Yeah.
Where on Sand River, right, you can't really get on both caps, right? But like on Steps, you do have the luxury where like you can't guard both caps on Steps, right? And there's enough time to rotate that where like you can apply cap pressure on Steps on one or the other if you know where the other tanks are. So you actually on Steps want to flip, right? Like as an attacking team, you want to put yourself on defense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like that can be done, but like, you know, if they want to stack train tracks, right? You need to go over in full force, all guns blazing, because they have to have somebody over there, right? So you gotta take what the other team gives you, but it's harder. You know, but you can get on, you know, the other thing, like if the fight didn't go on that cap, all they got to do is push 2 batch hats out, and then they're on the other cap, and then you just flip it, right? Then you're on defense.
Yeah.
You know, and all's Cappy had to do was get 1 IS7 out and make the Sturf have to leave, and then they get cap pressure, and then they're on defense, right? It's kind of it just seems to be like it's been bad pushes.
Yeah.
Bad pushes. It's been bad pushes. Yeah.
Missing shots, not coordinated.
Not using the clock too. I feel like both teams don't use the clock. Like, you know, if you have guys there, right, like you can take 2 or 3 minutes and just hope maybe to bleed a little bit of health, and then you push into a guy who's half health. How fast does that guy die? All right.
But I want to say with Steps though, like the decision of where you first push also I feel makes or breaks the game. Like as far as like the attacking side. If you go towards tracks and there's no IS-7 over there, or there's no tanks on the opposite side of tracks, you're looking pretty good. But if you go that way and there's two IS-7s waiting for you, you're now, like, to rotate all the way back around the map takes, at least a minute and a half to 2 minutes. And then by that time, the team's waiting for you.
Well,
So-
that's if you allow them to get out. The thing about it is, if you're overneath the tracks, I can allow you where if you want to get out, you are going to eat it.
No. I'm
Right.
saying, like, they went and spotted and they never made the push to go get those IS-7s.
Yeah.
So for the attacking team to then rotate all the way around to go to the opposite cap, it takes so much time.
But you got 10 minutes.
Okay. They actually benched.
I mean, you do have
missing
10 minutes,
fingers.
but it takes a while for a heavy tank to get
He
there.
was the first one who died last game, and they've benched.
That's why you run. That's why you run gas on all your
That's
tanks.
why you run gas.
Yeah,
Powertrain,
run street equipment and
fuel.
gas. You'll get there. All right, Ghost Town. This is going to be interesting. Now, what do you think, Dips, on this? Defense got an advantage? Offense got the advantage to make them come in, or what?
I think offense has more of an advantage on this map.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
I do think offense has more of an advantage just because it depends on how you play. If offense goes towards A and so does defense, defense will win. But if offense goes and holds more of the bottoms and left side of the map, usually the attacking team will win. I don't know what it is, but I feel like this corner over of, D7 and above is just more defense friendly than attacker friendly.
Yeah. Well, I think the Type 5 Heavy being able to derp reset has changed this map a lot. Because remember when you used to have to put a Super Conqueror on that corner, and you had to, like, hit those little tiny shots and hope the Hesh gave you a little bit of reset, and you're there in a Super Conqueror. When you're in there in Type 5 Heavy, it's just bonk.
Yeah.
Right.
That's basically.
Yeah, like
yeah.
And
And like
you put two on the cap.
You won't even pen them. That's the other thing. Sometimes you hit with them with AT and I7. You do
Yeah, it doesn't even do any damage. Cappy's going quick. It looks like Cappy's going to go straight cap pressure, put all other tanks right in this gap, blow this guy up if this Type 5 Heavy goes to reset. So, this game is going to come down to right now, I'm telling you. You see Frenzy.
It's going to be a brawl.
Yeah, but you see Frenzy and Blind Sight. They are either going to make
now,
the
T for
correct
TK
rotation
might be dying here in a second.
DeFi doesn't have the vision.
Yeah, but they're gonna Monkey's gonna see them all right now.
Oh,
No,
Monkey.
Maybe this
Oh
idea.
boy. T for TK's next. He's gonna poke out.
Yeah, he's held down.
Heavy.
He's held down. He can't.
Okay.
It's gonna like these 50Bs are either gonna make the right rotation and do a ton of damage,
or mess up.
or they're not. It all
I don't
comes
think
down
they
to
are.
like
No, they're too far out. They're not moving.
They're going to the wrong side. They're going to the wrong side.
We have this 260 right here. He's gonna hold this Type 5. IS-7 coming up from behind him.
They have one guy on the cap. Yeah, those guys need to help as well. Okay, they can go. Perfect push from CAPY. They made the push at the perfect time.
Frosty might be getting hurt by Sad Baby Imp. Sad Baby Imp
No, he
just
ammo-racked
found.
him. He ammo-racked him. Ammo-racked him
Oh,
again.
he double racked him.
Oh,
no.
my god. Okay, on this side, T4TK is also
Chieftain
going down.
is now
Where are the
down
50
pretty
Bs?
far.
Where are the 50Bs?
Their
team.
They're completely on
I'm
the
gonna
other
say
side.
CAPY definitely dropped the ball here because they just left this 57 Heavy alone against 3 other tanks.
Another fire.
46 seconds to the cap.
Ooh,
and
Frosty made a very, very
I
good
know,
move
but
going
I'm
into
telling
that
you,
corner.
Frosty is not someone you can kill easily, no matter what tank you're in. Red's
Alright,
roundhouse should finish Chieftain
Sad
here.
Baby Imp's trying to get this IS-4, or at least trying to get a reset.
No.
It's not happening. I don't know if
50
they're
Bs are
gonna
here.
have time to go get the IS-4.
50 Bs are here
One
now,
of these
though.
50
Don't worry.
Bs needs to go and get him.
They might kill. Oh, he ammo-racked Frenzy. Oh, okay, he died though.
Blind Sight needs to just stop paying attention to what's in front of him and go.
It's too late.
9 seconds.
It's an IS-4. He's behind his bush. I mean, he know how to cap. He didn't expose himself at all, even to the Chieftain that game.
Yeah. I just think that they saw red.
And I think that's what we were saying, Tevin, right? It depends on how the 50Bs rotate. They basically rotated.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, if you're in a 50B, why are you not covering your team?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are in a 50B and they just stack 7 into one shot, and you really just made the decision that you are not going to cover your team. Like, their 50Bs had nobody that could shoot them, had nobody that could spot them. They could have poked any corner, and they just let them, like, 152 damage, 500 damage. Like, the whole time they're fighting Monkey, the whole time they're fighting TK, the whole time they're fighting Mags, the whole time they're fighting Birds. Baby Imp also needs to get that reset. If Baby Imp gets that reset, that gives the 50Bs where they could clip again, and then go. He doesn't get that reset. Like, you gotta shoot him in the trash. You gotta do something. Like, they just YOLO'd 5 tanks with 6, and Defy had the opportunity to have the 50Bs be in a spot to punish. Like, you eat 2 50B clips, you're gonna be feeling it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over its score here because we will get stuck otherwise. Okay. Super tank, 2400 damage, 6 out of 7. Burns E4, 2400 damage as well. 3 out of 4. T for TK and Super Con, 1600 damage, 3 out of 4. Buckynomics in Type 5, 1500 damage, and then Frenzy Shot 50B, 2 shots of damage. Imp and Chieftain with 1 shot of damage. Blindsided 50B with 1 shot of damage.
Press Alt Delete on CAPY side, VZ55 with 1 kill, 3157, 7 shots of damage. It's Frosty in the 57 heavy, 6 shots and 6 pens, 2410. Jim Leahy in the Super Conk, 9 shots. He did 2 kills, 1998. Light Wraith in the Object 260, 1700 with 9 shots as well, only 4 pens. It's Ogre in the E4, 1533, 2 shots, 2 pens. Del Tolo TS in the IS7 with 1042, 9 shots, only 2 pens. And Reg Roundhouse in the IS4, 1 kill, 699, 2 shots, 2 pens. So I'm gonna be honest. I just think their 50Bs fell asleep.
No,
I don't know what happened.
Wrong side.
Well, I mean,
don't
like,
know what happened with DeFi, but their 50Bs fell asleep. Like, when all the tanks were spotted, there was no question of where people were. You know, you see that there's cap pressure, and 4 tanks have been spotted, like, or now 5 at least. Like, there's no one's trying to come around you at that point.
Yeah.
They're making a clear push. And the 50Bs just kind of fell asleep on the 1 line. Like,
then they didn't even push around. They came back the same way.
Well, even if they would have left the one guy in the dunes, like, remember that IS7 at 260 went to go get Monkey on that corner?
Yeah.
If those 50Bs are even there, that guy's dead.
Yep.
That guy's dead.
I also
Then they don't
think
have.
that
Then Monkey doesn't have that pressure, right? He
I
can
think
look
the
the
call
other
should
way.
have been made for the 50Bs to just go to cap, like, or at least one of them should have sent it to cap. Because once the 50Bs, you know, saw red and they're like, oh, we're gonna kill something. Anyways, Defy side, we have Sad Baby Imp and a Chieftain, T for TK, Super Conk, along with Malgus. We have Frenzy Shots and Sweet Pea in T57 heavies, Monkeynomics in his IS4, and It's Burns in the T110E4.
For CAPY side, we have Delta, all delete in BZ55, Frosty Type 5, Wrath in 260, Jimly I7, Red Roundhouse IS4, Soger in E4. They do love 260 though. Okay, CAPY then messing it out. They're just pushing everyone through the backside. What if they just cap out?
Yeah, this is a little interesting because they're doing exactly what CAPY just did, and CAPY's almost doing exactly what they did. This is really interesting.
The problem with the 5
They got
setup is
spotted.
they have no coverage.
No
on
one
the
spotted
outside.
them. The Chieftain in the mid, he did not spot those heavies.
Oh man,
T4
the
TK is
Super
about to
Conk's
go
gonna
down.
have a
Yeah.
very bad day.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
CAPY
that
caught
Super
them
Conk
out.
is dead. Yep.
Because
Super
now they have
Conk's
4 tanks out of the
taking-
game. That can decide to either go to the cap or I don't know. Not okay. 2
Super
tanks.
Conk's dead. Yep. That's. I mean, now it's
I mean,
just
the thing
up
is, now they have to
to-
push into this.
But it
though.
still
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
know.
They're all
They do,
one.
but the thing is that they have all their tanks together. So you have 2 tanks versus 7 right now. Like,
And they can
unless
get a reset
Defy
from right
tries to-
here. Yeah, they can get the reset from here.
yeah, they can go to the right side. They can get behind him, get resets.
They don't even want
I mean,
reset. That's the other thing. 19 seconds. Press all delete is going in. Can they get the reset though?
Yeah, press alt delete's gonna get one on the IS4. Oh, he got one there.
E57,
He
50.
shot the same tank.
Yeah, he shot
He
the
saw
same
red
tank.
too.
11 sec. He missed. Oh,
No, he
no,
didn't.
no,
He
he
hit
didn't.
the A4. He hit the A4.
Okay.
He loaded HE. That was actually pretty smart on him.
Okay.
Ogre's just gonna go and hug the IS4 to make sure that he pens the side of them. It looks like.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's game right there.
Yeah, I think DeFi were favorites here, so I have to give CAPY for coming and just winning this.
I think it was pretty even. I mean, there was no reason for them to try to stack the cap, but they just needed to set up and make them put one guy in the cap and make them come through the corridors. They could have got the tank health back.
Oh no, I mean the overall series. Overall series.
No, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. That's what I'm saying. I think they were pretty
Ooh,
even.
1300 roll from that Type 5.
Because you know how we were saying their new team, because they did beat RL40 as well, right?
I believe so, but I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't obviously watch the matches.
Yeah.
But I mean, DeFi it just was really blind. They kind of got caught out. It looked like kind of like blind pushes. I mean, I don't know what they spotted or what they can because we can't really see that. But you know,
They could have spotted the cross, but they're like Super Conk and whatever the E4 or I think it was Chieftain. They were not peeking because the way CAPY pushed, they were in the open. Like there was this huge window, and they just didn't.
DeFi side, we have Sad Baby Imp and the Chieftain with 2805. Malgus and a Super Conk at 1616. It's Burns in the E4 with 1598. Frenzy Shots in the T57 Heavy with 1 kill, 1587. Monkeynomics in the IS4, 827. Sweet Pea in the T57 Heavy, 1 kill, 772. And T for TK greeting all 6 tanks as they rounded that corner in the Super Conk with 0 damage.
Or on CAPY side, we have Press All Elite, VZ55, 6 out of 6, 3100 damage and a kill. It's Ogre in E4, 4 out of 4, 2800 damage. 2 kills. He's the one that loaded AT, right? So yeah, that was good as well. Rust in Type 5, 2600 damage and 2700 track. He was tracking everyone, I guess. Dimlehi in I7, 2400 damage, 3 kills. Delta low in VZ, 2k damage. Red Downer is IS4, 1600 damage and a kill, and Little Rat in 260 with 1400 damage. So now we know why CAPY picked Ghost Town. They felt really comfortable in that. I think that basically the DeFi had the issue of vision, right? Both times CAPY they kind of stuck together and pushed aside.
I don't know if it was the infield of. I wouldn't say that you necessarily need that much vision on Ghost Town the way they're set up. You need to be able to cover each other.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of how I look at like letting Monkey get pushed from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
He could have stayed. Like letting them, come through. Like the 50Bs just need if the 50Bs are there, that is a whole different ball game. If you're just eating clips as you push, right? That last game, right? Like if they want to go and get TK, right? If you have somebody in the dunes, that's a clip they eat, right? TK does his damage. That's a clip they eat. He can rotate, right? They didn't really need to get on cap. They could have maybe had one guy get on cap cover, but it just didn't seem like they had, firm coverage on each other. And if you're gonna leave a tank out and they want to YOLO him, then you need to get that tank, more and more back, right? You can't just give him tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just kind of how I looked at it. I mean, it was close, but even with the style of kind of pushing blind like that, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. That's how it goes.
But it did basically in the last game, CAPY just caught them out by surprise. Like you see 7 tanks pushing from that side, right? They were not expecting.
Oh, they just went for it, and I think their last ditch effort was try to cap, but I think they could have really gotten spots to hunker them down. But that when you're in there and you see something like that happen, who knows what the comms are like, right? Who knows?
It's
what's
not easy
down.
to make the right call in that situation.
It's really different, watching it and commentating on it opposed to playing it, right? Like God knows what you guys say about me, but it's a whole different ball game, right?
Yeah.
So that's how it goes. But it was a good match. It was a good stream. The Sand River was really close.
Yeah.
Steps was really close at 1-1, and then it just seemed like they were just kind of able to overmatch him and power him out in Ghost Town. So kudos to them.
Yeah, they did both teams, and yeah, congrats to CAPY. Definitely, I think.
I'm gonna agree.
Consi-
Congrats to Cappy.
consider-
Definitely
yeah.
great games played.
Yeah, they were good. They were entertaining.
Yeah.
They were quick too. They were quick. Those were fast games.
Mm-hmm. How long did we? We started at. I forgot the time. What time did we start?
It's not like
Probably
9:35.
yeah, it was definitely after 9:20. I can say that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even if you didn't, we even had to do a whole reset in one match. So they
Yeah.
were quick. Like
Yeah.
those, like the one Sand River game was long, but every other one was like
Mhm.
5-6 minutes max.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, though, thanks for joining, guys. That is it for now. Hopefully, we'll still stream some more games later on. But that's it for now. Congrats, Cappy, once again. I'll reboot the stream and I'll catch you guys later in about half an hour.